Welcome, cosmic explorers, to a tale that transcends time, space, and imagination. This is the grand finale of the cosmic adventure of ZYN and the search for home. Part 3, where mysteries deepen, stakes soar, and the adventure reaches its breathtaking climax. I'm Nocturnal Rest, your guide through this stellar journey. This video encapsulates the entire saga. Part 1 sets the foundation with the introduction of ZYN, Draka, and Elena. Part 2 dives into exhilarating discoveries and high-stakes encounters. Now, Part 3 delivers the finale, thrilling, emotional, and unforgettable. Together, these chapters weave a story of exploration, resilience, and the enduring strength of family. ZYN was no ordinary alien child. With 3 sparkling eyes that glimmered like polished gemstones and a heart full of curiosity, ZYN loved exploring the universe with their parents aboard the mothership, Eterna. The family often ventured through space and time, jumping across galaxies and eons to uncover new wonders. To ZYN, each journey was an adventure brimming with potential for discovery. One fateful day, as the ship prepared to make a temporal jump to a distant star system, ZYN sat in their personal pod, marveling at holographic maps that displayed galaxies like shimmering tapestries. The countdown began, and the Eterna hummed with energy. Suddenly, a surge of power rattled the ship, and ZYN's pod unexpectedly detached. Alarms blared as the pod spiraled away from the mothership. ZYN screamed, their 3 eyes wide with fear, but the vortex of the time jump swallowed the pod before their parents could act. Draka and Elena, ZYN's parents, were left staring into the void, their child gone. The family's journey, once filled with wonder, had turned into a desperate new world. ZYN's pod crash-landed on a lush, verdant planet. The air was thick with an earthy sweetness, and the horizon was painted in hues of blue and green. Emerging from the pod, ZYN found themselves surrounded by bioluminescent flora that glowed softly, lighting up the twilight. The sky was alive with creatures resembling winged fish, their translucent fins sparkling like constellations. Dazed but unharmed, ZYN examined the pod and quickly realized a crucial component. The time synchronizer was missing. Without it, the pod was useless for navigation or communication. Resolving to find the missing piece, ZYN took their holographic translator and a small toolkit their parents had given them for emergencies. Their first stop was a nearby village nestled between towering, shimmering trees. The inhabitants were humanoid, but with elongated limbs and glowing patterns on their skin that pulsed like living art. The villagers' reactions were mixed. Some found ZYN's 3 eyes endearing, while others viewed them as a potential threat. Despite the skepticism, a curious villager child named Lila approached ZYN and offered them a hand-drawn map of the region, marking an area where strange artifacts had been found. Unexpected ally, Lila, fascinated by ZYN's tales of their homeworld, agreed to join their quest. Over a glowing campfire, ZYN described the crystal cities of their galaxy, suspended in nebulas that shimmered like waterfalls of light, and the planets where gravity flowed in waves. Lila listened with rapt attention, her glowing skin patterns reflecting the flickering flames. Their journey took them to a rocky cliffside where the synchronizer might be hidden. However, they were intercepted by Crag, a rival scavenger with a patched-up spacecraft and a menacing presence. Crag wanted the part for his own purposes and used a holographic beast to try to scare them away. ZYN and Lila worked together to outsmart him. While Lila distracted Crag with clever ruses, ZYN managed to disable the holographic beast. They escaped with a map Crag had carelessly dropped, which pinpointed the synchronizer's location in the dangerous shifting sands. The parents' quest. Draka and Elena were frantic as they combed through the remnants of the time vortex. Using advanced temporal sensors, they pinpointed traces of ZYN's pod's energy signature. It led to a mysterious time period on an uncharted planet. To reach ZYN, they sought the aid of the Master of Time, an ancient entity rumored to dwell in the Time Nexus. Their journey to find the Nexus took them to the star system of Krona, where time flowed unpredictably. They navigated crumbling ruins suspended in temporal flux, solving riddles and bypassing paradoxical traps. Along the way, they met Vorn, an eccentric historian who claimed to have once met the Master of Time. Vorn joined their quest, his vast knowledge proving invaluable in deciphering cryptic clues. The Valley of Echoes. ZYN and Lila's journey led them to the Valley of Echoes, a place where the air shimmered with the whispers of past travelers. The valley was hauntingly beautiful, with floating stones casting faint reflections of those who passed by. But the path was treacherous, shifting with every step, and illusions danced in the air, threatening to lead them astray. At the heart of the valley, they encountered a translucent dragon-like guardian. Its voice echoed in their minds, challenging them with riddles that tested their courage and honesty. ZYN's unwavering determination and Lila's quick wit helped them succeed, earning a glowing crystal that powered a beacon, a key to activating the synchronizer. The Time Nexus. Draka and Elena finally reached the Time Nexus, a swirling construct suspended in a void of shifting stars. The Master of Time emerged, a being of luminous energy and shifting shadows. Speaking in a voice that resonated with the echoes of countless timelines, the Master was initially hesitant to intervene. To earn the Master's help, Draka and Elena underwent a trial, stepping into a temporal storm that showed them alternate futures. They saw ZYN growing up alone, a bittersweet future of resilience but heartache. Their resolve to reunite with their child shone brightly through the storm, convincing the Master to guide them to Zen's location. Betrayal and redemption. On the planet, Crag reappeared, this time feigning friendship. He lured ZYN and Lila into a trap, a hidden pit lined with magnetic fields that disabled ZYN's toolkit. As tension mounted, ZYN appealed to Crag's better nature, recounting the importance of family and unity. Touched by ZYN's words, Crag had a change of heart and helped them escape. In a gesture of redemption, Crag revealed the location of the synchronizer's final piece, hidden in an ancient ruin guarded by mechanical symbols. The final piece. The trio ventured into the ruins, navigating glowing puzzles and avoiding traps. The Sentinels, towering constructs of whirring gears and glowing runes, posed a formidable challenge. Using teamwork, they outsmarted the Sentinels and retrieved the synchronizer's power source. Along the way, they discovered carvings that hinted at a deep connection between the planet's history and time travel, filling ZYN with awe. With the synchronizer complete, ZYN activated it. The device emitted a powerful signal, piercing the skies and creating a beacon visible across space and time. The portal opens. On the Eterna, Draka and Elena detected the beacon. Guided by the Master of Time, they opened a shimmering portal to ZYN's location. ZYN, Lila, and Crag watched as the mothership descended, its metallic hull gleaming under the alien sky. Draka and Elena rushed out, tears streaming as they embraced their child. The reunion was emotional, their bond reaffirmed after the harrowing separation. ZYN introduced their parents to Lila and Crag, sharing tales of their bravery and friendship. A bittersweet goodbye. Before leaving, ZYN gave Lila and Crag tokens of gratitude, a holographic map for Lila and a small energy core to repair Crag's ship. The villagers gathered to bid farewell, their lives forever changed by ZYN's presence. Aboard the Eterna, the family shared their adventures. Though the journey had been perilous, it strengthened their love and resilience. As the ship soared through the stars, ZYN gazed out at the vast universe, dreaming of the wonders that lay ahead, knowing their family would face them together. The Cosmic Adventure of ZYN and the Search for Home. Part 2. Chapter 11, Ripples in Time. The Eterna sailed gracefully through the vastness of space, its sleek metallic hull reflecting the faint glimmers of distant stars. The cosmos stretched out in all directions, a boundless canvas of shimmering lights and unfathomable darkness. Within the control chamber, ZYN sat beside their parents, basking in the warmth of reunion and the joy of family once lost and now found. The chamber buzzed with a gentle hum, its walls adorned with dynamic holograms displaying vast star charts, intricate constellations, and shifting galaxies that painted a mesmerizing tapestry of the universe. But their celebratory respite was fleeting. As the ship neared the edge of the star system, a sudden alarm shattered the tranquil ambience. The synchronizer, nestled securely in its containment unit, began to pulse erratically. Vibrations reverberated through the ship, and the luminous control panels flickered with unstable energy, casting long, wavering shadows across the room. Draka sprang into action, scanning the chaotic data feeds with swift precision. The synchronizer is destabilizing, he announced, his voice edged with urgency. It's emitting erratic energy signatures. Something is severely disrupting the temporal field. ZYN's three eyes widened with alarm, recalling their previous discovery. Could it be tied to the ruins on that planet? The carvings spoke of experiments with time manipulation. Elena turned sharply to ZYN, her expression a mix of concern and urgency. What ruins? What experiments? As ZYN recounted their findings about the temporal core and the mysterious inscriptions they had encountered, the ship's sensors illuminated an alarming revelation. Waves of temporal distortion were emanating from the planet, spreading outward in concentric ripples like stones tossed into a cosmic pond. Elena exchanged a grave look with Draka. "If we don't stop this," Elena said, her voice resolute, "those distortions could unravel the fabric of time across this entire sector." Despite their exhaustion from their ordeal, the family sprang into action. ZYN provided critical details as the Eterna adjusted its course, heading back toward the once serene planet, now transformed into a chaotic nexus of temporal anomalies. Chapter 12. Chaos Below. The Eterna pierced the planet's atmosphere, descending into a world that had been drastically altered. The once vibrant forests were now a surreal mosaic of temporal disarray. Trees flickered between saplings and towering elders, entire groves shifting in and out of existence. Rivers ran backward in shimmering cascades, and the calls of wildlife echoed in distorted, discordant tones. Bioluminescent creatures materialized and vanished in the blink of an eye, their patterns fracturing like shattered glass, adding to the surreal beauty and ever-present danger. The village ZYN had visited earlier was unrecognizable. Many villagers moved in endless loops, their actions repeating with eerie precision. Others stood as motionless as statues, their glowing skin dulled to a faint glimmer. At the village center, elders encircled a pulsating rift, their faces taut with desperation as they worked with rudimentary devices to contain the anomaly. The air felt thick, alive with the crackling of unstable energy and the faint echo of overlapping time streams. The Eterna landed near the outskirts, and Zuayan stepped onto the trembling ground just as Lila rushed toward them. Her luminous patterns flickered erratically, mirroring her fraught emotions. Zuayan, it's worse than we thought. The rifts are multiplying, and creatures are coming through. As if summoned by her words, a towering beast emerged from a nearby rift. Its form was an amalgam of eras, its limbs phasing between skeletal structures and armored plating, its claws radiating unstable energy. Draka and Elena quickly activated the ship's energy shields, repelling the creature and forcing it back into the rift. The ground beneath trembled violently, echoing the instability of the surrounding time streams. "We need to stabilize the temporal core," Draka declared, his tone commanding. "If we don't, these rifts will consume everything." Lila nodded solemnly. Crag has been mapping the rifts. He believes the largest one is beneath the Valley of Echoes. That's where the temporal core must be. Chapter 13. Descent into the Core. Joined by Lila and Crag, the group embarked on a perilous journey to the Valley of Echoes. Crag, once a self-serving scavenger, had transformed into a steadfast ally, his gruff demeanor softened by a newfound purpose. The landscape tested them at every step. Temporal anomalies surged unpredictably, creating barriers of light and shadow. Streams of glowing energy carved through the air, and rift-born predators stalked the group from the periphery, their glowing eyes watching with predatory intent. The Valley of Echoes had become a haunting place of temporal convergence. Reflective stones scattered across the terrain displayed fragmented glimpses of the past, present, and future. Their surfaces shimmered with ghostly images, villagers from forgotten eras, spectral forests, and moments yet to unfold. The valley hummed with a resonant frequency, a symphony of overlapping timelines that seemed to vibrate in their very bones. At the cavern's entrance, Zuayan hesitated, feeling the gravity of the moment. The air was dense with the weight of innumerable possibilities. As they stepped inside, the walls came alive with intricate carvings glowing faintly. The engravings depicted the rise and fall of an ancient civilization that had sought to master time itself, only to succumb to its unyielding force. "This is it," Crag murmured, his voice tinged with awe. "The temporal core lies at the heart of this labyrinth. Navigating the winding tunnels was an ordeal. Ancient mechanisms sprang to life, challenging their progress with traps and illusions. Draka's technical acumen proved invaluable in deactivating the mechanisms, while Elena's instincts guided them through disorienting pathways. Zuayan's courage held the group together, their determination lighting the way as they pressed onward, step by grueling step. Finally, they entered the chamber housing the temporal core. At its center hovered a pulsating sphere of radiant energy, its surface rippling with light and shadow. It was surrounded by a complex array of ancient machinery, its purpose clear yet enigmatic. The air buzzed with a mix of tension and awe as they prepared for the trials ahead. Chapter 14. Trial of Time. As the group approached the temporal core, a holographic figure materialized. The projection depicted the ancient leader of the civilization, their form a shifting cascade of ages and appearances. Their voice echoed with profound gravity, reverberating through the chamber like the toll of a great bell. "You stand before the heart of eternity. To stabilize the core, one must interface with its essence. The process will expose them to the full force of the time stream. Do you accept this challenge?" Without hesitation, Zuayan stepped forward. "I'll do it." Draka's hand shot out, gripping Zuayan's arm. His voice quivered with emotion. "No, we've only just found you again. There must be another way." Zuayan met his gaze, unwavering. "If we don't act now, there may not be a future for any of us. You've always taught me to do what's right, no matter the cost." Elena's voice broke as she whispered, "Come back to us." Ziwayan nodded, stepping into the core's light. The synchronizer began to resonate in harmony with the temporal core, and an overwhelming surge of energy engulfed Ziwayan. Images of the past and glimpses of possible futures cascaded around them in a torrent of sights and sounds. Summoning their resolve, Ziwayan focused on stabilizing the core, grounding their thoughts in memories of family and friends. The swirling chaos began to coalesce, the core's energy stabilizing as Ziwayan poured every ounce of their will into the task. Chapter 15, The Aftermath. When the chamber dimmed, the oppressive energy receded. The rifts had closed, and the turbulent flow of time calmed. Ziwayan lay unconscious but alive, cradled by the dormant synchronizer. Draka and Elena knelt beside their child, tears streaming as relief overwhelmed them. Their family, against all odds, had endured. Outside, the planet began to heal. Villagers emerged from temporal loops, their glowing patterns brightening as they returned to their natural rhythms. The fractured landscapes softened, regenerating with vibrant energy. Lila and Crag watched in quiet wonder, the enormity of what they had witnessed settling over them. The echoes of time no longer felt threatening, but harmonious. Chapter 16, A Fond Farewell. With the synchronizer now permanently fused into the temporal core, the planet's timeline stabilized. The villagers held a celebration, presenting the family with a shard of the core as a token of gratitude. Lila chose to remain on the planet, dedicating herself to its restoration. Crag, inspired by Ziwayan's bravery, vowed to use his skills for protection and restoration rather than exploitation. As the Eterna prepared to depart, Ziwayan embraced their friends. To Lila, they gifted a holographic map, and to Crag, a repaired energy core for his ship. "This isn't goodbye," Ziwayan said with a smile. "It's until next time." Chapter 17, Echoes of Eternity. Back aboard the Eterna, the family reflected on their journey. The shard of the temporal core rested in the observation deck, a symbol of their trials and triumphs. As they recounted their experiences, their bond deepened, uniting them against any challenge the cosmos might bring. Every scar, every triumph, every choice had led them to this moment. As the Eterna soared into the infinite expanse, Ziwayan gazed out at the stars, their heart brimming with hope. The universe stretched endlessly before them, teeming with mysteries and adventures yet to be discovered. And with their family by their side, Ziwayan knew they were ready to face it all. The Cosmic Adventure of Ziwayan and the Search for Home, Part 3, Chapter 18, A Mysterious Invitation. As the Eterna sailed through the stars, Ziwayan, Draka, and Elena found a sense of normalcy returning to their lives. Ziwayan's fascination with the cosmos had only grown, and they spent countless hours delving into the ship's vast library of star maps, ancient texts, and holographic archives. The library itself was a marvel, with shelves that extended into seemingly infinite dimensions, each section organized by long-forgotten cosmic librarians. Its magical ambience was enhanced by floating orbs of light that responded to the touch, illuminating specific texts or maps as needed. One evening, as Ziwayan browsed a collection of forgotten star systems, a strange message appeared on the ship's main console. The holographic display shimmered with symbols that rearranged themselves into a cryptic invitation. To the travelers who have danced with time, your courage has been noted. If you seek the answers that lie beyond the stars, follow the path to the luminous rift. The message's origin was untraceable, but its implications were tantalizing. The luminous rift was a region of space veiled in mystery, whispered about in hushed tones by adventurers, scholars, and even myth-tellers. It was said to be a gateway to realms untouched by conventional understanding, a place where reality itself bent to the will of the unseen. Elena and Draka were wary of the risk, their shared glances filled with concern. But Zun's curiosity burned brighter than ever. We've faced temporal storms, ancient ruins, and enigmatic beings. This could be our chance to uncover something truly extraordinary, Ziwayan urged, their voice brimming with enthusiasm. After a heartfelt discussion filled with laughter, hesitation, and the occasional anecdote about past adventures, the decision was unanimous. The Eterna charted a course for the luminous rift, venturing into the unknown once more. Their collective excitement mingled with an undercurrent of apprehension as they braced themselves for the mysteries that lay ahead. The stars themselves seemed to shimmer in anticipation as they moved closer to their destination, the cosmos whispering secrets only the bold dared to uncover. Chapter 19, Crossing the Threshold. The journey to the luminous rift was fraught with challenges that tested their unity and resilience. Navigation became increasingly erratic as they neared the rift's edge. Stars seemed to shift positions like mischievous fireflies, and the fabric of space warped in unpredictable ways, creating optical illusions that confounded even the most advanced navigational systems. The Eterna's instruments struggled to maintain stability, and even the holographic star maps flickered with uncertainty, displaying contradictory routes. Time itself seemed to lose its meaning. The crew experienced fleeting moments where hours felt like seconds or vice versa, their perceptions bending alongside the universe around them. These disorienting episodes brought them closer together, as they leaned on one another to stay grounded. When they finally arrived, the sight was breathtaking beyond words. The luminous rift was a swirling expanse of radiant colors, a kaleidoscope of light and energy that seemed to dance to the rhythm of an otherworldly melody. Pulses of luminescent waves rippled outward, casting the Eterna in an ethereal glow. At the heart of the rift was a shimmering portal, its edges flickering with sparks of energy that hummed with an ancient power that resonated deep within their beings. As they approached, the portal reacted to their presence, expanding and stabilizing. A voice echoed through the ship's systems, calm yet commanding, like the whisper of a star. "Welcome, seekers. Step forward, and let the journey begin." Draka steadied the ship, and Elena activated the protective shields, their hands trembling slightly from the sheer magnitude of what lay before them. With Ziwayan at the helm, the Eterna crossed the threshold, plunging into the portal and leaving behind the known universe. Chapter 20, The Fractured Dimension. On the other side, they found themselves in a dimension unlike any they had ever imagined. The laws of physics seemed to shift and ripple with each passing moment. Planets floated in fragmented pieces, their cores exposed and glowing with a radiant inner light. Rivers of luminescence flowed through the void, forming intricate patterns that pulsed with a life force both alien and familiar. The air itself shimmered, carrying with it a soundless symphony that resonated with the core of their beings. As they navigated this strange and surreal realm, they encountered beings of pure energy. These entities communicated through waves of light and sound, their thoughts and emotions conveyed directly to the mind in a symphony of sensations. One such being, who identified itself as Lumira, approached the Eterna. Lumira's form was ever-shifting, a cascade of colors and shapes that seemed to embody both infinity and intimacy. "You have entered the Veil of Origins," Lumira explained, their voice resonating like a harmony of stardust. "This is a place where the threads of creation converge. Few are permitted to cross its boundaries. Your presence here suggests a purpose yet to be revealed." Guided by Lumira, they arrived at a central nexus, a structure that appeared to be made of crystallized time itself. Its chambers glowed with an inner radiance, and within lay a map, a celestial guide to the multiverse. The map depicted connections between countless dimensions, each offering its own mysteries, dangers, and opportunities for discovery. It was a masterpiece of cosmic design, pulsating gently as if alive, awaiting their next move. Chapter 21, The Multiversal Council. Following Lumira's guidance, the Eterna traveled to a gathering of the Multiversal Council, an assembly of beings representing realms across the multiverse. The Council's purpose was to maintain balance and oversee the flow of energies between dimensions. Each member, a unique embodiment of their world, bore forms as varied and intricate as the stars themselves, their presence both awe-inspiring and humbling. The Council had summoned Ziwayan and their family for a critical reason. A growing imbalance threatened the multiverse, and the Council believed the Synchronizer, now fused with the temporal core, held the key to restoring harmony. The imbalance originated from a rogue dimension known as the Abyssal Void, a realm where time and space collapsed into chaos. The Abyssal Void's destabilizing influence was spreading, consuming neighboring dimensions and unraveling the multiverse's delicate equilibrium. The Council tasked Ziwayan and their family with a mission: journey to the Abyssal Void and activate the Synchronizer at its heart to halt its expansion. The task was fraught with peril, but the stakes were undeniable. If the Void continued unchecked, it would unravel the fabric of existence itself. They accepted the mission with solemn determination, their hearts heavy but resolute. Together, they prepared themselves for the most challenging journey they had ever faced. Chapter 22, Into the Abyss. The journey to the Abyssal Void tested the family's courage, ingenuity, and bond. The closer they came to the Void, the more reality seemed to fray at its edges. Time loops and spatial anomalies became commonplace, and the Eternus systems groaned under the strain of distorted physics. Despite the challenges, they worked together with unwavering determination, their teamwork honed by countless adventures. As they crossed into the Void, they were met with a realm of utter chaos. Fragments of worlds collided and dissolved, creating a cacophony of destruction and rebirth. Navigating this maelstrom required every ounce of skill and determination they possessed. Ziwayan's sharp intellect, Draka's technical expertise, and Elena's unwavering resolve formed a triad of strength that carried them forward. Together, they faced the storm of cosmic upheaval with a determination born of unshakable trust. At the Void's core, they found a massive rift pulsating with chaotic energy, its presence both mesmerizing and menacing. The Synchronizer resonated with the rift, signaling that it was the key to stabilizing the anomaly. However, activating it would require Ziwayan to interface directly with the chaotic energies, a process that risked their very essence. The stakes had never been higher, and the family's resolve was pushed to its limits. Chapter 23, The Final Act. Ziwayan stepped forward, their three eyes gleaming with unwavering determination. Draka and Elena tried to dissuade them, their voices heavy with fear and love, but Zen's resolve was unshakable. "We've come too far to turn back now," Ziwayan said, their voice steady. "This is what we were meant to do." As Ziwayan connected with the Synchronizer, the chaotic energy surged around them, threatening to overwhelm their senses. Memories, dreams, and possibilities flashed before their eyes in a torrent of experiences that spanned countless lifetimes. Each vision was a fragment of what could have been or might still be, testing their resolve and identity. But Ziwayan's focus remained steadfast, anchored by the love and support of their family. who stood united by their side. The synchronizer emitted a brilliant light, its energy weaving through the void and stabilizing the rift. The chaotic forces began to recede, and the abyssal void's destructive expansion ground to a halt. The multiverse's fragile balance was restored, its threads rewoven into harmony. The Eterna stood as a testament to what could be achieved through unity, courage, and hope. Chapter 24, The Hero's Return. When the Eterna emerged from the abyssal void, they were greeted by the Multiversal Council. The Council hailed ZYN and their family as heroes, their actions having saved countless dimensions from annihilation. As a token of gratitude, the Council bestowed upon them a fragment of the Nexus map, a priceless artifact that would guide them in exploring the multiverse's infinite wonders. This gift was more than a tool. It was a symbol of their indomitable spirit and the endless possibilities that lay ahead. Returning to their home dimension, the family reflected on their journey. They had faced unimaginable challenges and emerged stronger, their bond unbreakable. The synchronizer, once a symbol of chaos, had become a beacon of hope and unity, a testament to their resilience and courage. Together, they celebrated their victory, knowing that their actions had left an indelible mark on the multiverse. Chapter 25, The Endless Journey. Back aboard the Eterna, ZYN gazed out at the infinite expanse of stars. The multiverse stretched before them, a boundless realm of possibilities waiting to be discovered. With their family by their side and the synchronizer as their guide, ZYN knew their journey was far from over. The universe is vast, ZYN said, their voice filled with wonder and anticipation. And we're just getting started. As the Eterna set course for its next adventure, the family's hearts were united in the pursuit of discovery, the promise of brighter futures, and the endless mysteries that lay beyond the stars. Their journey, like the cosmos itself, was infinite, and the adventures awaiting them were limited only by the bounds of their imagination.